So WandaVision has finally dropped. We've been waiting for it for months now, almost a year. And now that it's finally here,
563 days, man.
dropped the first two episodes up on Disney Plus. So we're just gonna do a short little video and talk about them. Here with me, as always, Sterling, SDUBnation, links in the description.
I
But let's just get right into WandaVision. But I know you probably like it a lot more than me, so I'm gonna let you go first.
like it. I loved it. Loved it. Like literally, you were there. I text you. I said I loved it. And the only reason why is because some of that has to do with the fact that the MCU, I'm kind of biased towards it, and also because we haven't had any MCU content for an entire year and a half. So
Mm,
yeah, that has something to do with it. But at the same time, WandaVision was my highly anticipated MCU show. I said that all the way back in July before any trailers came out. Like
mm.
literally, we made that video. You can
Yeah,
check
even
that out
back
in the
when we did
description.
that, I remember you
Yeah,
saying having it
exactly.
at the top of your list, and even mine. Mine was low.
Yeah, like we had no teasers or no trailers or nothing. And I still had it at number one because I had faith that, Marvel was going to come through with this project. And to be honest, the first episode to me, I felt like was a lot better than the second episode. The second episode felt like it was more so following that sitcom-y style. Like the first episode was doing that, but it also included in that like eerie type of thing. Like something is off right
Yeah,
now. In episode two, it felt more as though like a cliche of
there
like a
wasn't any really
sitcom
mystery.
episode. Yeah, but the mysteries that happened were I thought that was very cool. Like how everything's in black and white, and then just this one thing is like in color, so like it kind of throws off the spectrum. So I really do like that. And like I said, I watched old sitcoms with my mom growing up, so of course I would like this type of
My
style
thing
of storytelling.
my thing, like you're being biased towards it, which is why you like it so much, because we haven't had any MCU content. For me, it's the opposite. Like because we haven't had any MCU content in a while, I didn't get my hopes up because I knew like just this stuff was supposed to come out like pretty close after Far From Home. Like it wasn't gonna be any groundbreaking stuff, and I've always said that. That's why I've always like WandaVision, and I'm not that excited for it. Now WandaVision, like I like like you said, I like the first episode more than the second episode, but I just like I knew they were gonna be like the little sitcom stuff, but I didn't expect them to be like the whole like stick. Like I expected
But I
there to
mean,
be more mystery, and like yeah, you got the stuff with like the Stark people, the Hydra, and the you can I'm pretty sure you could hear Randall Park on the freaking radio.
yeah, but the thing is, that's the way that they marketed the show as. That's the way that they described the show,
I just
literally
believed we
at
were gonna get more
Disney's
mystery.
Investors Day. Like, that's basically how a lot of shows are. You don't start off like, yeah, we like that's how it is in, other shows. We just don't start off like that. But the way that they described this show at Disney's Investors Day, at Comic-Con and 2019 Disney's Investors Day, they described this show as a sitcom in the MCU. That's the way that they
Yeah,
described it, and that's
that's why
how
I've never
it
really
was
had
marketed.
high hopes for it. Ever since like the very first stuff saw that like Super Bowl trailer with the universes
Hmm.
expanding, I don't like sitcoms. I don't like stuff like Seinfeld or The Office where there's laugh tracks. I don't like stuff like that. Like I don't really find it like funny. And now WandaVision, like it had some funny stuff in like that first episode because I feel like the first episode was more sitcom-y.
Oh yeah, I laughed out loud.
Like I laughed
Even
a
in the second
little bit,
episode too.
but for the most part, I was cringing. But I liked the fact that you could tell something was off. Like I feel like the
And
second episode didn't really have that, but like that's what I want from this show. Like I want there to be like the whole time that feeling that something is off, something is not right. And I feel like the first episode did that, but not as really as much as I would like.
And the way that they did it was perfect. I thought that the way that they did it with like the guy saying, "Dude, why?" And like he started banging on the desk,
hmm
and then like he
Yeah,
just
like they
started
don't know
choking.
anything about
I
their
was like,
past.
"Oh my god, this is actually
Like they don't
creepy."
know when they were married. They don't have any rings. They don't
And
remember
then the
when they
lady's
moved
like,
there.
and like the camera's like zooming in on them. She's like, "Stop it! We got eerie movie playing." I was like, "Dude, this is
And in
creepy,"
that episode,
because
wasn't
just
there like
it
the
just went
phone
silent.
that said, "Wanda, who's doing this to you?" Or was that the second episode?
That was the second episode.
Mm.
But the
Like
first episode was the one where they had the guy
I'm
over
pretty sure that
for
was Wu
dinner.
though. That was Wu.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Like
That
that's
was
why
definitely Wu.
I was like,
But
oh
I
yeah, that's
like how
Randall
they
Park.
did the stuff like the adverts in between, like how it was like the Strucker by Hydra. Like it's
Oh
stuff
yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
their
The
past.
commercials.
Yeah.
You talking about
But
the
it's
commercial?
just
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
Kevin Feige did say. He did say they were gonna have commercials inside the show.
And I was hoping there were going to be an after credit scene for each episode. I wish they would
That
have
could
done
be
something
cool,
like
but
that.
then yeah, but I mean, TV show, but
Hmm.
yeah, I can see
And the
why you would
episodes were
think that.
shorter. I expected longer episodes. It was only like, what,
They said
30, 25 minutes per episode?
earlier today I was watching this interview of Kevin Feige. He was like talking about Deadpool 3 and
Yeah, I
stuff like
heard
that.
about that.
And he had yeah, and then he said inside of the interview, the first couple of episodes of each show are gonna be shorter. But when we get into the middle and the last episodes, they're gonna be over probably an
And isn't
hour
there only
long.
going to be
That's
6
what he said.
episodes?
No, this season's gonna have 9. We're
Okay.
gonna have 9 episodes.
But
Yeah.
it's just
It's gonna be 6 for Falcon and Winter
the
Soldier
main
though.
thing I don't like about WandaVision is just like the sitcom aspect of it. And I know that's like the whole thing, but that's why like the first 2 episodes for me, they were just okay. Like I wasn't like amazingly loving it, but I mean, it's not like I hate the show right off the bat. But it's just
Mm-hmm.
WandaVision was never really gonna be some blockbuster thing for me.
And that's the thing. You even said that. But my criticism comes from all the other, like, literally, I've seen so many people online talk about WandaVision. Literally, most of it is praise. But some of them are like, I just don't like the sitcom stuff. Like, they didn't tell us that the whole show's going to be sitcom. Now, I believe you. You did say you don't like sitcoms. So I believe you. But other people, definitely, they just went into the show expecting big blockbuster
Yeah, that's what
CGI
I've
fun
always
fest
said.
stuff.
That's what I've always said.
And you
Because
guys,
we haven't gotten content, people were expecting way too much from the show.
and the thing is, like I said, they did not describe the show as another Marvel movie. They described it as a sitcom inside of the MCU. So why are
And
you guys
because
acting like
because
it's
I
going to be a big
knew
blockbuster?
I feel like because I knew not to get my hopes up, I liked it more than I would have if I did get my hopes up. Because if I would have expected some great thing and I was like, I got this sitcom, I would have been like, what the heck is this? I don't like this.
Yeah.
But WandaVision, where I'm sitting at right now, is like the first episodes they were okay. The first one was the better of the two, but I'm still gonna keep watching.
And like I can say this, like, for people that just watched Endgame and just watched the show, it's going to be so weird for them to understand, because the last time we saw Scarlet Witch, she was fighting Thanos and attending Tony's wedding. And the moment we kick
Hmm.
off the show, she's in a car with Vision, who died 3 years ago. It's
Yeah,
2021 now, so
I feel like
3
that's
years
probably
ago.
why they did the whole Marvel Legends thing
Yeah, so
for
then we
people
can
who
get
just
yeah,
watch it
exactly. And
to just get a refresher.
plus, even for those people that like didn't just watch Endgame and watched all the other movies, but didn't see any trailers or like any teasers for WandaVision, didn't even know about it. They just saw the commercials, like, "Hey, Marvel's coming back with a new show, WandaVision,"
Yeah,
and they just go into this and they're like, "What am I watching? This is a sitcom. This is not Marvel." I'm like, "This is how they described it. They didn't lie to you guys. Like, we really didn't get lied to here."
yeah. And I feel like uh yeah, they did like keep saying like the sitcom, so it's just I didn't think it would be like so much sitcom. Like I think it would be like they'd lean more into the aspect of it not being real.
Mm-hmm. And literally my first theory was that she was gonna recreate Vision using a Mind Stone from like 2014, because we saw her in like the world from like Winter Soldier, that post credit scene. So I'm thinking the first scene inside of the show is gonna be her going crazy and recreating Vision, and then she gets trapped inside of this world. But we didn't start off
Yeah,
like that, and it was kind of weird. Like, okay, they want us to accept the fact that the last time we seen Wanda 2 years ago was at
it's
Tony's
okay.
funeral, and then 3 years ago we saw Vision dead with a hole in his head. So how are we gonna not like how you expect us to like just understand or like accept the fact that these two characters, that one was distraught and the other one was dead, are now together in a virtual world that's all black and white? It's just weird to
Yeah,
me. Let's talk about like episode 2, man.
yeah.
Episode
Episode
2.
two. Episode two. I think it was the weaker episode, but you
Oh
did
yeah.
get a little bit more mystery in there.
Yeah, we got a little bit more skin on
Yeah.
Wanda too, so I
So
like
like
that. That
from
was a
the
cool
radio
aspect.
that we learned that uh what we think right now is that Wanda isn't doing this intentionally.
Yeah,
Something
yeah, no.
is keeping her here in
Yeah,
this
and
world.
to be honest, I have a problem with that.
Mm.
I just do not like the fact that they're trying to make it seem like somebody is doing this to Wanda,
But the
or
thing
somebody trapped
is,
Wanda in this
what if we
world.
don't know? What if it actually is Wanda? And when she
Dude,
saw
and
the
that's the and
helicopter, that's why she freaked out. She's like, something else is coming in. into
Yeah,
the
yeah,
world, but
exactly,
she's not
exactly.
aware of
Because
it.
I created exactly like I created this world. Why is somebody else coming in? But this is the
But
thing
she doesn't know she
though.
created
In
it. That's what I
episode
think.
one, yeah, and like in episode one, they tried to make it so hard that Wanda did not create this world. And even in the beginning of episode two, throughout the whole episode, they tried to make it seem like Wanda is not doing this. Somebody else is doing this. And then wait, with the beekeeper, she said no, and then it rewind. I'm like, okay, so did Wanda create this world or did somebody else create this world?
Yeah, like that's what
Because
confused me. Because when she saw the beekeeper, that's when it rewinded, right? Right.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
So I'm thinking
So I'm
maybe
like,
she's like subconsciously like she sees something wrong, so she tries to fix it, and then that's why it
yeah,
changes to like
exactly,
the 80s. But
exactly.
we heard
And that's what I was
we
thinking.
heard Wu. That's who's the voice we heard on the radio.
Yeah, that exactly. And then we also saw a sword agent writing in his notebook, watching Vision and Wanda at the end of episode one.
We did? Oh yeah, because
So
like when the dude's looking at the TV.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
from the trailers that we've seen, when we see like Monica getting like teleport out of portal, they probably have like some sort of like pocket
Yeah, it
reality.
has that red. Yeah, it has that red energy around her when she gets kicked out. But then they
Yeah.
also showed it in the Disney's Investor Day trailer with her saying like, "I don't know where I came from." Then Wanda looking at her creepily, and then in that first trailer, it shows Monica Rambeau getting sent out the world. So
Yes.
maybe Wanda pushed her out the world or something like
Yes.
that. But I just don't know. Like it's so weird because these first two episodes didn't give us that many clues. But I
Hmm.
kind of like the mystery. I like the speculation though.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm hoping will make this show really good for me is the mystery and unraveling it all.
Because when the show is done and you go back to watch it and you see the hidden details that lead into the finale, it's gonna be so much better.
Yeah.
Like
And
that,
also the freaking
that gotta be my
the neighbor
prediction.
lady. Something weird is
Oh,
about her.
Catherine Hahn, bro,
Hmm.
I loved her in these episodes, man. I don't know why, I just loved
Like
her.
she was that annoying neighbor, and I guess I'm supposed to not like her, but I guess that means that they did a good job with her character. Like
Yeah,
she's like the perfect nosy neighbor. I don't watch a lot of sitcoms, but that's how I would assume that there's always the nosy wife character, and she's always talking about her
there,
husband.
yeah. There are those in those sitcoms, but my sitcoms are usually the '90s, '70s, and '80s. Those are the sitcoms. But these, like her, she was mainly from the '50s and '60s. That
Mhm.
was her character. I feel like. But
I'm
yeah,
just
man, I
hoping
loved Catherine
for
Hahn in this
these
episode.
next few episodes that we get. I want to see more of the outside world. Not a lot, but I just want to see like what Sword is doing, if it is Sword,
Hmm.
how like what is the whole like purpose of this thing? Like how is she coping with the death of Vision, and what led to her
Yeah,
creating, if she did
yeah. If
create
she
it?
created the world, exactly. If she created the world. But you know, another thing that I realized, dude, that I didn't realize on my first viewing,
Hmm.
WandaVision had sex.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't even I didn't even think about it.
they
Like
had that
literally when he
sensei.
said Wanda turn off the light, seduction, like he said it in such a
Turn off
seducing
the
way.
lights.
Yeah,
They said
exactly,
hit the
Wanda.
lights.
And then they go underneath the covers in the last scene of the episode,
Hmm.
Wanda's pregnant.
Now,
I'm
because of
like,
that, do you think we'll
yo,
see Wiccan and Speed?
oh, it probably won't be Wiccan and Speed, but I'm definitely is going to be some mutant twins. Well,
Hmm.
not mutant twins,
Well,
but
if there are
you know,
mutant twins, it's probably Wiccan and Speed.
but I doubt that we're actually going to see mutants though. Now, I'm not
Uh,
saying that it's not a possibility, but I doubt that we're going to
bro,
see
I just want to
mutants.
see Quicksilver. That's all I want to see. If she created this world from her subconscious, Quicksilver got to be in there.
And that's the thing, dude. Why do they not reference Quicksilver in anything related to Wanda? Like Wanda and Vision and Quicksilver has this whole relationship tie to Tony. And when they're talking at that funeral, Wanda was mainly talking
It's
about
probably because of
Vision
the
and
Fox
Natasha.
Quicksilver too. Because the Fox
Could be,
Quicksilver and the Marvel Quicksilver exist at the same time.
could be, but at this, you know, that
Plus, I
Fox, but
guess
the
it
Fox
probably it's been a
Quicksilver
few
is
years since
gone now.
Quicksilver died. It's been a while since Quicksilver died,
It's been years. It's been 8 years
so I guess they
probably. I
could just
think.
write it off as her forgetting.
Yeah, but
I mean,
why
not
would she
forgetting,
forget
but
her own
moving
brother
on.
that she
Moving on.
uh, it's, it's so weird. But you know, what else I wanted to talk about? Yeah, I just that it like the sex thing. That's all I want to talk about
All right.
for
Well,
episode
before
two.
we end it off, what are your predictions for episode 3? What
Episode
do you
three,
think we'll
I
see?
definitely we're gonna get some more story elements. We're definitely gonna get some more plot. and mysteries inside of
I'm
episode 3.
hoping
That's what I'm
I
predicting.
hope we at least get a glimpse of the outside world, or maybe we'll see the introduction of Monica. Maybe.
Okay. Because I mean,
But
Monica was
from the
in
third
episode 2.
episode, I do not expect too much. I don't expect
Okay.
like a bunch of stuff, but I expect them to do a little bit more since it is
I
technically going to be like the first episode that we waited a week for.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that episode 3 we're gonna get some more mysteries. I feel like we're gonna get a little bit more intrigue in there. It's gonna be a little bit more plot driven instead of like how
Yeah.
episode 2 was. And hey, do you think Doctor Strange could show up at the end?
The very end. I don't
Bro,
know. I really don't know. It's really
dude,
up
one of my
because I think Strange could be off doing his own thing right now, but it depends on where they go and if they're gonna go with the whole House of M, Wanda shattering the universe stuff.
dude, I gotta say, one of my theories, like one of my favorite theories, is that Wanda's world is inside of the quantum realm. Cause, dude, like, think
I
about
don't
it though.
know.
Like, why? But like, listen. If Wanda didn't create this world, let's just speculate here. If Wanda didn't create this world, how is this world going through different decades each episode?
That's what I'm thinking.
There
It's
has
a
to be an
pocket
explanation for that.
dimension.
But yeah, a
And plus,
pocket
if it
dimension
is in
that
the
could be
quantum realm, why would
inside
they have
of
that
the
whole
quantum realm.
like research lab set up? I
Because
think I'm kind
time
of.
works. Because
I,
time works differently inside of Wanda's world than it does out in the outside world.
but what I'm
Time moves way
thinking
quicker in
is
Wanda's
that
world.
makes me think because like when she rewinded it and it immediately changed to a new thing. That makes me think that Wanda is subconsciously in control. And what I'm thinking, like from the outside world, it's kind of like how the Flash show did with the breaches, how there's breaches all throughout like the place. I'm thinking that's why they have the research lab set up. Like maybe there's like a breach into Wanda's dimension, but I think
Hmm.
she's doing it subconsciously.
I just hope they don't go the route that somebody's doing this to her,
Yeah, that would
because
feel
it
kind of weird, but
it makes it so much better if Wanda was the one that
I
created the
think they're
world
gonna
and she
go
has to
with
deal with
that
that
as
in
a
Doctor Strange
twist.
too.
I think they're gonna go with
Oh my
the twist
god, that
ending where they make us think someone else is doing it, but in the end, Wanda was doing it the whole time.
yeah, like in the end, all of this happened inside of Wanda's head, and she just becomes the villain of Doctor Strange too. That
Nah, I
oh
don't
my
think
god,
she's
that
gonna
would
be
be
the
cool.
villain.
She could
Good
be.
theory though.
Like, it's always a possibility.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, just WandaVision, it's gonna get better. I promise
I
you,
hope it
it's gonna get
does.
better.
No, right now I'm no. Right now, I'd say like the first few episodes of that was just the entire show. It's like a 6.57 because they weren't bad, but they were pretty decent. It's not what I
Okay,
expected, and I kind of wanted a little bit more.
okay. So, do you want to do a tier and a number rating for the first two
Episode
episodes?
one and
Episode one,
two.
there's own thing, and episode two is own thing.
Episode one, I'll give it a B tier. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna give it like a flat out like 8 because it was alright. It was pretty good. The second episode,
Eight, eight.
I'm gonna give it a C and like a 7 because the both episodes weren't bad. It's
Jeez.
just the second one was just kind of weaker than the first one. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. But I gotta say, episode one is not an S. It's like literally,
yeah, no, we're close to an S.
like I wouldn't say it's an S, but I would say it's an A. I really enjoyed this episode. It's just cool seeing, the sitcom-y stuff like
I think
that.
the first
And also just that
episodes.
eerie, creepy vibe.
I think the first
Yeah.
episodes of shows like The Boys and Mandalorian did a better job of like roping me into the season. I'm not roped on WandaVision yet. I'm not hooked on it
Hmm.
yet.
Because, the show just started off with Wanda, a character that we've seen in Endgame, crying about her boyfriend dead, her sex robot, and then Vision, who died 3 years ago, in a car together, married, in the 50s.
Yeah.
So weird. In a sitcom, too.
And really, not a
But
lot of stuff happened that would really get you interested in watching more episodes of the show.
it was just a sitcom inside of the MCU.
Yeah.
But that's what I loved about it. So, but I gotta say, yeah, episode one was an A, and episode two for me was a B. It's not a C because I enjoyed it a lot more than you did. But I still say that I would rather rewatch episode one than two. Like, I'm not gonna rewatch episode two anytime soon.
Two just seemed like a one-off episode you'd see like a CW show. Kind of felt like
Is that
felt
is
like filler.
Exactly, like like exactly like in like in some seasons of shows, you have a whole serious type of like episode order for like 5 episodes, and just that little teeny tiny episode
Yeah,
inside
you'll
of the
get that
season,
one
they just
random
go
Love is a
all out
Battlefield
weird.
episode.
Yeah, that love is a battlefield dude. We got to make that into a slogan. That love is a battlefield episode, because that's exactly what episode 2 was. Like you had this cool episode, this good episode from episode 1, and then we move
It
into
was literally
this.
just like some
You can
random
just throw this away.
plot, like they had to do the thing to impress their neighbors.
Yeah, but it did feel like a cult though. It did
Yeah.
kind of feel like a cult when they were saying for the children. It did
Hmm.
feel like a cult. And then at the end of the episode, they showed Wanda with 2 kids inside of her belly. I don't know, man. This is getting too weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, A for episode 1, B for episode 2.
All right. Well, dang.
Yeah,
Ah,
but
just,
that
I
was
just want more, man. That's all I want. Yeah, just hopefully next week just brings. I just want some more mystery. I want some hard hitting stuff. I want
yeah,
something that can just roll me and be like, oh yeah, this is a good show.
yeah. I'm predicting it now, man. Episode 3 is gonna have some good stuff in it.
Hopefully.
I'm
Well,
predicting it now.
anything you want to promote? Shout out.
Anything I want to promote? Shout out. Yeah, man. SDUBnation. Check the link in the description. Hopefully, if he puts it there. Oh yeah, check out our trailer reaction to WandaVision. We were very hype about that. I mean, that
Oh
was like the
yeah.
first MCU
I'll
trailer
have to put that
we
link. I'll have to dig up that link and put it in the
reacted.
description.
Yeah, and I also got a theory video. Like I want to plug that. Plug.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
theory,
Tell me
theory for
about
how
that.
Doctor Strange can lead into WandaVision.
I thought it was WandaVision leading Doctor Strange.
Yeah, same thing. No, but yeah, man. You
All right,
guys can
well,
check that out if you want to.
this has been our review for WandaVision episodes 1 and 2. We just did
Hmm.
both at once since they both dropped at the same time. But
Yeah.
the next one we'll just do, since it will be just episode 3. We'll have more to talk about. But don't forget to check out the DC rewatch we finished up, or go back and watch the Marvel episodes. What you should
Oh
watch
yeah, and
is
also go check out the ranking for
that's
like
what I was
the
gonna
MCU
say.
Disney Plus shows.
That's what I was
Yeah, go
about to
check
say.
out
Go
that
watch the
ranking.
ranking for the Disney Plus shows. Go watch the WandaVision trailer reaction. But leave a like,
Yeah, cause like
comment.
if you,
Cut
oh
me
yeah, you can
off.
keep going.
Cut me
My bad,
off.
dude.
Leave a like,
No, I was about
comment,
to say like if
subscribe.
you guys like if you guys like listen to this and just like this is I want to see their thoughts on the show before any trailers. You guys
Yeah,
can check out that ranking.
go watch those ranking and Disney Plus shows. But that's what I was saying before I got cut off. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.